side. So that's encouraging.
Second down and goal. Herbert wide up to what went on last year. They won it all. The Philadelphia Eagles did.
The game, and this year just 2 runs all season of 20 yards. It's hard to believe.
His third carry, able to get a big one here. Right on cue, Barkley over the left side. And a nice start to the possession for the Eagles as Saquon is able to get 19. Finally forced out by Tony Jefferson. Good start.
Yeah, really good. Front by this offensive line is really good as they move up to the second level with left guard Landon Dickerson and then A.J. Brown helping out as well. And when you evaluate the offensive line this year, it's not that they've been bad. They're still one of the better offensive lines. And just been a guy here, a guy there. It's not one thing, and that's why they've had such a hard time correcting it. But it was a nice run for Saquon Barkley there.
Why not stick with him, they say, and why not do it again? Over the left side on back-to-back plays and back-to-back first down carries, I believe. He's right at the line to gain, and they're going to give him a first down.
Yeah, they come right back with it, and again, A.J. Brown out here doing a nice, and that's key. So that when Barkley then gets to the next level, he's got a chance to get out on the edge and have some running room. He hasn't had a lot of runs this year where he's had lanes like that to run in.
Hurts out to his right, going to go. Flag on the play, and Hurts slides. Umpire threw the flag behind the play. They fake it to Bigsby. Aired out. Smith overthrown. Cam Hart back there, stride for stride in coverage. It's 2nd and 20.
Yeah, as I mentioned, those are hard plays to hit on this.
Jim in Michigan, and before that he was with Jim's brother John with the Ravens. 2nd and 20. Delayed handoff. It's Barkley. Well, he's wearing out this left side. Breaking tackles and takes it down inside the 40, where 3rd and long is coming up after a gain of 9.
They're kind of hoping on a run and at least make this a little bit more manageable. Still 3rd and long. But you see some of the things that Saquon Barkley's capable of doing.
3rd down and 12. Hurts over the middle. He's got Goddard. And Goddard is knocked down right at the marker, and it's a first down for Philly. So they overcome the hold, and they're able to get the first down.
Well, here's Goddard, but you see in the middle here all the room. So all he had penalty to keep this drive alive.
Goddard with 2 big 3rd and long conversions. Only 10 catches his last 4 games combined. Had 2 against the Bears. Are they going to try to run Hurts more tonight? He lost a yard here.
Yeah, that was a design quarterback keeper. You're going to pull the guard out and kind of lead the way, but just not much there. And Hurts had nowhere to go with it. And it's a weapon. And I know defensive coordinators, they hate the threat of a mobile quarterback.
2nd and 11. He is going to be mobile here and go out of bounds with a short gain. 3rd and long coming up again. Khalil Mack there to chase him out. A gain of just.
You don't see a lot of timing in the offense of passing game with Hurts dropping back and getting the ball out quick. There's a lot of moving up and then flushing outside the pocket trying to find somebody. It's not ideal.
3rd and long. It's Smith, and he is met and dropped. Still got him. And the field goal unit comes on for the Eagles. So a couple of big conversions, a couple of good runs by. Good snap, good hold. Good kick. Elliott happy to be out of the wind last time they were on. It will be the site of Super Bowl 61, and God willing, the giggler over there and I'll be here for that.
Yeah.
If we can make it that far. Hello. Vidal gets popped. The Chargers having a 3rd and 7 for 60.
Pretty good when you're able to get the ball into his hands and a little short pass and set up this touchdown. And there's the rookie Omarion Hampton, who they're thrilled to have back.
3. from the 34. The drive begins. Again, it was Herbert under center, and somehow he is able to find a receiver. It's Hampton. And even with a body draped on him, a completion for, but I think Justin Herbert's about as tough as they come.
He definitely is, and he's played through a lot just in the last few years. He's had rib injuries, hand injuries, he's ankle, he's dealt with it all, and yet he has found ways to play through it all, and I know that he's endeared himself to his teammates over the years for doing so.
Here is a handoff to Hampton, and he's met in the backfield by Jordan Davis, and they're going to need
on the ground to Chicago. They got to shore that up.
They're going to shut this play down for a false start. Eagle fans making noise.
False start. Offense number 79. That's a 5-yard penalty. Third down.
There was a lot of them as we were driving in. You could see them.
Third down and 12. Movement on front. That's a free play. Eagles came across early. Herbert down the middle. He's picked, but it's not going to count. Cooper Eugene, but he might as well just take a seat. Ojomo up front came. Dean on a blitz. Herbert got rid of it. It's fourth down either way. It's an incomplete pass. And Nakobe Dean was untouched.
As much as any quarterback in football this year. And on a night when he's playing hurt, you hate to see it.
J.K. Scott hits the punt. Fair catch by Covey. And the Eagles get it back down 7-3. From the 10. Down by 4. Barkley bottled up. And this time it's linebacker Denzel Perryman, who once called himself.
It's in the backfield far too many times this season before he can get going.
Play clock at 2. Hurts, Smith. Third down coming up. Coming into this possession, Barkley had 35 rush yards before contact tonight. He had 40.
On the other hand, for the year, they're near the bottom in yards after the catch. So they just don't get the ball in the receiver's hands with much room to run.
Hurts overthrown and picked. Mickens with the interception. He had Devontae Smith and missed him by plenty, and it's an interception from the 15. We expect the call on the field of interception to be overturned. So another 3 and out for the Eagles. Man hits a line drive. Darius Davis has a little room, one guy to beat, and a good job by Keely Ringo to slow him up, and now brought down after losing more yards. It's no fumble. He was down, but Kylan Granson made the tackle after Ringo slowed him down.
That was a great.
Justin Herbert got hit and then hit that left hand against his right elbow, which will show you the last time he was out there. Under center, however, and he tosses to Hampton, who bends it back and has 10 plus. Good start. Let's go down to Laura.
Well, Joe, the toughness of Justin Herbert continues to be on display. As you mentioned, he hit the left hand that is broken on his own elbow, and then immediately when he got to the sideline, athletic trainers checking on him. They've been checking on Harbaugh, has also checked on him throughout as well.
Yeah, Laura, and yet again, still under center. He tosses Hampton. Eagles are going to see a lot of him tonight. He's already got a touchdown, and there's a flag on that play out. Completion just 1 yard downfield tonight. All 3 of his completions to running backs as he takes off. And now will land on that right arm. Cooper DeJean up to make the stop after that holding call and a gain of 5.
Well, that's what I was curious to see, if we would see Herbert scramble like we just did, and that's been such a big part of this offense. But then you call into question, he's talking about shoulders and a lot of other things that are going to take the brunt of the blow.
Second down and 15 out to his right. This one is incomplete. with Gadsden the target, 3rd down and 15.
I thought, Joe, when we talked to Jim Harbaugh, he didn't seem overly concerned, a little cavalier about Justin Herbert, the fact that he might play. He said it's a chance to.
He was definitely known as a tough quarterback in his day.
He sure was.
Your contemporary on 3rd down and 15. Herbert moving around and eyes downfield for McConkey. DeJean is there for Philly. Boy, he's so good. Cooper DeJean and with McConkey in the slot. Those two are.
As McConkey comes off and he's in man coverage, but he does a great job of locating the football. He knows that Herbert's gotten out of the pocket and not easy perfectly.
3 and out now for the Chargers as J.K. Scott hits a beauty. High hanging punt. Covey on the return is able to get it to the 26. 14-yard. There's Cooper DeJean. Great slot corner, as good as there is in the league. Eagle. Here's pressure off the edge, and Derwin James, who is all over the place in the backfield to bring down Saquon Barkley.
Derwin James, he is such a great player, and you're right, Joe. You mentioned earlier they move him attitude and toughness, and I know in talking with Jim Harbaugh, he said he had been on the job about a day and a half last year and realized how good Derwin James was, and he told the team, just do it the way number 3 does it, because he does everything perfectly.
A lot of love between head coach and number 3. Blitz. Brown, flag on the play. Hurts on the ground. Pressure by Deion Henley and a flag on the coverage.
Not giving up plays of 20 yards or more in the air, and yet the Eagles have had a couple chances and just haven't quite been able to connect for different reasons.
Cam Hart guilty of the hold. So a 1st down just shy of the 30. James coming off the edge again. Catch is made by Shipley. And the running back with a gain of 3.
Yeah, a little different look by Philadelphia. In this game, we've already seen them do 2 back, and this isn't something they do a lot of, but just trying to give some different looks, mix it up a little bit. And Kevin Patullo, the offensive coordinator, he's trying to find something to give this offense a spark.
2 backs again. Shipley and Barkley. Hurts. Finds Goddard. Nice move. Dallas Goddard with a big play. And brought down at the 49. Elijah Molden missed a tackle, and it turns into a 16-yard
from the Eagles offensively, but he had a chance for a catch and run for a big play. But Hurts comes underneath to Goddard. Not bad coverage, but he's able to make him miss and pick up more yards.
Goddard, 3 first downs. Play action from Hurts. He's got Brown. 1st down inside the 30, and a little something cooking here for the Eagles on offense. 23 yards to A.J. Brown, his first catch.
Well, I like the concept. They puncture the middle with a vertical, and then it opens up that space for A.J. Brown coming across the field. I mentioned that they're near the bottom of the league in run after the catch, and you start completing passes like that, you're going to see those numbers go up dramatically.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Good work by Cam Hart off the edge. No gain on that play. Seen 2 good runs from fake toss. Hurts, good protection. And he's going to go. And duck out of bounds to bring up a 3rd and short.
Well, I like what they did on the where I do think Hurts can be better. You don't like it, come right, know exactly where your check down is, and that's A.J. Brown on that concept.
Instead, he carried it for 3rd and 2. Hurts picked off. Intercepted, and now the ball's out, and Hurts ends up with a ball in his hands. He fumbles. Chargers ball. Troy
Brown, where he was trying to go with the football, but what great hands by Deshaun Hand.
Here is Vidal. A good start to the drive with a nice run. There were 3 turnovers on the same play. An interception by hand.
Going too. You know, they had completed a couple big passes, had some momentum going, and yeah, they just can't quite get over the hump.
Quick throw. Johnston brought down immediately by Adoree Jackson. Good play. 3rd and 2.
That's a really good play by Adoree Jackson because that's a big receiver. And Quentin Johnston. And
one reason why the Eagles put a claim in on Darius Slay, who'd been released by Pittsburgh and claimed by the Bills. Herbert's in trouble. Out to his left. He's got his man. What a throw as he hits the rookie Trey Harris. How good was that throw going to his left?
That's as good as it gets. Herbert, there was nothing out in front of him where you expected him to throw the football, and to be able to move to your left, get your shoulders turned.
Oh, brilliant throw. They needed 2. They got 18. On 1st down. Handoff is to Vidal. And a nice chunk of yardage on 1st down as he gets 6.
Well, the Chargers, they go big personnel. They bring in an extra offensive lineman, and with Greg Roman, whether it was in San Francisco or Baltimore or now here with the LA Chargers, and I think he's done an outstanding year he's ever been through. And you lose your rookie running back, and now your quarterback's got a broken left hand.
Hampton, that rookie running back Troy just talked about, got half a yard, brought down by Byron Young. Another guy they're going to ask for more from. And now Trey Pipkins is down.
Wow, I said they've had 9 different O-line combinations.